Welcome to Seven Trumpets Prepper. I'm Lucas Cameron.
And I'm Kevin O'Brien.
And we want to welcome you to the first edition of
Prepper Properties.
Series, we're going to share with you real estate that may be beneficial to you as a prepper, either to purchase or give you ideas for the land you already have to develop. And with that said, I want to turn it over to Kevin to give you some more information.
Yeah, well, we were talking, and how Prepper Properties kind of came about was we both feel lots of questions. You know, what should we be looking for? Features of the land, what can we do with the land, things of that nature. So that's kind of how this series came about. Just to give tips, show people what's out there, what you could be looking for, whether it's in this area of East Tennessee or somewhere out by where you live. So there's lots of possibilities out there. It's just a matter of finding the right thing to look for and know what you're looking for.
So we hope you enjoyed this series, and as Kevin goes over the tech specs of the land and each property we view, make sure to check out the video description below, as that his contact information is in it. And as we also view the property, I'll give you some ideas as to how you can develop it, whether it's solar or wind, greenhousing, hydroponics, whatever the case may be. So with that said, let's get started now.
All right, this first property is just under 7 acres, and it's high up on top of Clinch Mountain. And a lot of people are kind of have a negative attitude about mountain property or mountaintop property, but there's a lot you can do with it, especially if you've got south-facing sun, which is great for homesteading and building greenhouses and things of that nature. You get that winter sun that you so desperately need to grow further into the season. So this does have the south-facing sun. It also they've also done several upgrades already. It's got a 480-foot well that's already been put in. There's a septic system put in for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. There's a spring box with a decent flow of spring water coming out of it year-round. And they've also cleared out the home site for a 2,000 square foot home. So it's pretty much ready to go. You just need to figure out what kind of house you'd like to build here. There's some old logging roads, so it kind of terraces the hillside, which makes it great for landscaping and homesteading and guerrilla gardening and things of that nature. It's a well-rounded piece of property, and if you want to make the move quick and don't want to have to waste the time getting the permits for the septic and the wells and going through all the process of having that put in, this is already ready to go. You just need to figure out what kind of house you'd like to put in here. There's lots of things you can do here, and Lucas will explain some of the features this property has as far as the technical aspects go, as far as hydropower possibility, ponds, things of that nature. So Lucas, I'll turn it back over to you.
Now guys, as far as solar goes, this is a perfect location for it. As Kevin already mentioned about the south facing, this whole mountainside is streaked with the sun. Right now I'm barbecuing, and it's actually still a pretty cold spring day. And you can put your array out here in front of the area that's been cleared off for the house. Easily put a ground mount there, easy to maintenance and clean. Or you could put it on top of your structure itself. That's totally up to you. My advice, I would do the ground mount right here. I'd actually try to clear this area right here because it's already a prime location. But great option for putting solar right here for off-grid.
Okay, now here's the home site. It's already been cleared out and bulldozed over and ready to go. You've got some stunning mountain views over here, and it's already, the septic's put in, ready to go. You just need to figure out what size and what kind of home you'd like to put in here. All right. The only thing, there's a few restrictions that come with this property. No mobile homes, no modular homes, and that's just to keep the few houses that are here. Actually, there's only one house here right now, but there are a handful of lots. But it's just to keep the area nice and well maintained. So other than that, it's the only restrictions really are on you have to build a house here.
Okay guys, now as far as the water goes on this property, there's a really great feature right here is the fact that we have a spring coming out. It's got a really good flow, and Kevin actually pointed out to me earlier that the flow is even better at other times, so today it's kind of a little low compared to other times. But if you plumb this down, and with the drops on the property as vertical as it is that comes with the land tract, you could actually get you some decent hydropower out of this, plus have some water. And being the fact that you have a well and a spring, you've got redundancy for water, which is critical for living off-grid. Now, one good possibility for this property is the fact that it already has a well put in place. So now, being the restrictions with the housing that you can put on this property, as Kevin already explained, a tiny house, this would work great for a tiny house because being the fact that it's so close to where the structure would be already, you could run your water pump down into this and then run it to your tiny house, and you've got water already here. So this is not something you're going to have to worry about digging out or investing in. It's already here, plug and play.
A lesser known feature of mountain property and a benefit is that acreage is measured linearly, so it's measured straight. So if you have property that's hilly or has a lot of ridges or goes up a steeper incline, what might be 500 foot up measured up a hill or down a hill, for instance, linearly may only be 200 or 300 feet depending on the grade. So you actually get more land area on mountain property than you would if it was just a flat meadow or a flat property. So not only more land, but that's more trees, more wildlife, just more resources in general. So that's one of the nice features of mountain property, or property that has a lot of ridges and hills in it. Yeah, one of the great features of this property is that you've got the great mountaintop views, but you've got paved road all the way up to your property, but it's still very secluded and remote. There's only one home at the moment on this road, and there's only a handful of other lots. And the population area is very minimal. It's well under 2,000 people in this outlier of the city. So it's really secluded, off the beaten path, but yet easy to get to, and stunning views that come with it.
The security aspect of where it dumps off the road too, you wouldn't even notice that there's really hardly a road right there until you've already hit it off to come up this way. So that's a really good security aspect. Nobody even knows you're up here. Yeah. And you can't see the home site from the road. That's another great feature.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yep. All right, well, as we wrap this property up, if you're interested in it or you have any other questions about it, don't hesitate to contact me at aries333@aol.com, or look me up at Kevin O'Brien at Krylak Real Estate in Morristown.
And until we see you on another episode, I hope you have a most blessed day in Yahushua's name.